What's the recipe for for Alabama to pull this thing out? I think they have to start fast. They can't start slow.
Mhm.
But what happens if Georgia comes out and gets up by 10, gets up by 2 scores? Is Bama going to fold? What's the recipe for Bama to win this game?
Yeah, to the first part, I don't want to say that Alabama's going to fold fall in a 10-point hole, but the evidence over the last year and a half is that they'll be unable to drag themselves out. I don't think they'll totally quit, but I don't know how Alabama is going to be able to overcome a deficit. I think the recipe really starts with, as you said, starting fast. If I'm Coach DeBoer, I'm hopeful to win the toss and receive, or hopeful to have Kirby Smart say, we defer and you can receive, take the opening drive right down the field and get up to at least a 3-0, hopefully 7-0 lead, and start putting pressure on Gunnar Stockton. If you can put pressure, mental pressure on Gunnar Stockton, the Alabama's pass rush has not been great this season. Maybe you can manufacture some rush and get in his brain, get him sped up, and make him feel like he's got to make a play. Well, maybe that's where you get your interception that allows your defense to get off the field without finding a traditional 3-and-out stop or stopping them on 4 downs. I think that Alabama has to really be committed to starting fast offensively and trying to get. I think the first team that gets up by more than 8, but gets up by 2 scores, is going to have a real advantage in this game just because the other team might get in its head a little bit. I do think Georgia is really mentally sound and really mentally tough, but I do recognize the kind of mental bugaboo that is, oh, we don't usually beat Alabama. Maybe they have our number. So you kind of feed into that by starting fast from the Alabama's perspective and get a quick stop. Maybe Mike Bobo ends up with a wasted play or an incompletion that doesn't go for positive yardage, and you can get them into 3rd and long. If you can get them into 3rd and long and get off the field pretty quickly, let Ty Simpson or really tell Ty Simpson we need to go get this second score. I really think the game's going to hinge on who can get up more than 2 scores quickest.